to my bathroom. Want to talk today about morning routine or afternoon routine or whatever. Some people don't carry all day long because of work or whatever reason. This is my routine that I do for when I'm ready to strap, so to speak. When I'm ready to get the gun out and put it on my waist and carry it. So first thing I do is I get the gun out of the safe. I keep my gun in the safe because I have small children and they're not quite ready yet to have a gun laying around the house. So I keep mine in a safe. I get the gun out of the safe. When it comes out of the safe, it is in the holster. This is a Incog holster by G-Code. This is the only holster I've been using for the last 2 years. Really like this holster inside the waistband. So, gun comes out of the safe in the holster. First thing I do is put it in my pants. Okay? Don't get excited. Alright. One of the reasons I like this holster is because it goes in and comes out so easily, but yet is very secure. Okay. So then what do I do? Well, if you watched the last video that I did talking about range mentality, I try to reinforce good habits when I'm handling the gun. So the first thing I do is pull the gun out as if I'm coming from a concealed position, bring it up in front of my face, and do a little press check. Why do I do a press check? Because it reinforces the good habit of always making sure that the gun is loaded. Why carry an empty gun, right? I know it's loaded. I'm the only one in the house who touches this gun, but it's still good practice, and that's why I do it every single time. Come out, check, do my little bump, and go back in the holster, and then cover up. Now, if I have time, which I usually do have time to do this, I will practice my draw with what I'm wearing for the day. So this t-shirt is very thin, shows off all my features very well, and so there's not much to grab onto when I go for the draw. So it's helpful to me to reinforce that I'm wearing different types of clothing and that I need to practice my draw with each type of clothing. So the first thing I do is a standard slow draw. I grab the shirt, I come up, I grab the gun, I rotate, I extend, I pick up that front sight. I come back in, do everything in reverse. I do it slow because it reinforces the good habit of doing it right every single time. Then I speed it up to see if my skills are right where they think they are. So I start here. Oh, and I made a mistake, and that's why I practice, okay? I didn't clear the shirt all the way before I went for the draw. That's just because I'm on camera. That doesn't normally happen, of course. So I do it again. Come here. Okay, come back in the holster. Now, because I made a mistake, I'm going to practice this several more times because I want to reinforce good habits and not dwell on the bad ones. So I'm not going to let that mistake be the last thing I do for the day. So. And I'll go through this several times until I feel like I'm comfortable and ready. And I might try this too. This might feel a little silly to you when you are first doing it, but when it becomes a habit, it doesn't feel silly anymore. And for me, it really helps me feel confident every day when I carry that I have practiced that day, that I didn't just strap the gun on and walk out the front door. And if there's any part of your game that you're struggling with, this is an opportunity to focus on that while you are practicing. So for instance, if you're struggling with picking up that front sight when you draw, then focus on that one skill while you're doing your practicing. And then there's other things you can do too. You can move. So that's what I like to do every morning or every day when I put the gun on, is practice at least a few times. Practice the draw, make sure I'm loaded, and make sure I'm concealed, you know, check. This shirt prints a little bit, so I need to be aware of that. It's winter time, so this is probably not all I'm going to be wearing. I'm probably going to be wearing a jacket. If you are going to be wearing a jacket, practice your draw too with a jacket. Remove the clothing from behind the gun or in front of the gun, put your jacket on, and practice your draw with the jacket. I hope that was helpful for you. In my opinion, there is no substitute for practice. There's no substitute for getting out and practicing as often as you can. And you can see that this didn't cost me any money. All it cost me was a couple of minutes of extra time to make sure that I was ready and I was comfortable and I was secure in what I was doing. If you get in the habit of just putting the gun on and not thinking about the skills required to get that gun out and to use it, then you're putting yourself at a disadvantage if you should need to use the gun. Reinforcing these good habits helps promote your confidence in what you're doing, and of course it promotes the skill itself. So thank you for watching.